Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to do a galaxy pour. My fellow pouring artist Sarah has made multiple videos about this and perfected that style, so what can I do? I just need to try myself, but I'm gonna link her name and channel in the description. Galaxy, of course, it's all kinds of blues, a little bit of purple, and then the trick here is white satin enamel. So there's 2 or 3 tablespoons in that white, and there is extra sheen metallics from Decoart in the gold. So normally with the enamel you do the cloud effect, and then with the extreme sheen you do the floating cells. I have some of that in my videos, so the combination of this and that together should give this cool galaxy effect like Sarah does it, and I hope I get a similar result. I would be very happy with that. But I mean, with these colors you can barely go wrong, so something's gonna come out of it. This has been a pour before, and I actually did like it, but I wanted to do embellishment with it, and that didn't work out. So this is a rest of picture transfer, which was on paper. I don't think that we're gonna see it a lot. Here is also some structure in it, but I don't mind that. I always think structure makes something look more interesting, so that's not a problem. And the good thing is it's already blue, so even if I have a spot uncovered at the sides, I hope it's not gonna be so visible. So let's give it a go. Okay, so this is white with the satin element, and what is a bit uncommon for me is that this is really thick. So I'm really hoping that this still works out good, but this is, like I said, like how Sarah did it, so it's thicker than I normally have. I'm gonna start with that in the bottom, and then do 3 or 4 layers of the colors. So yeah, this is way thicker than I normally do. Also, what you can already see is that there is, again, reflection on my paintings. I just can't do it any different because of lens or window and all these kind of things. If you're interested how it really looks, then please check out my Facebook or Instagram. I always put a picture there, or eventually into my YouTube channel's community. But you can see here it all looks a little bit rainbow-like. So it's that thick that it doesn't drown into each other, but that it basically layers. And I'm gonna pour from here. The problem is it's really full, and normally I advise for this type of things, but actually it's a ring pour, a paper cup, because you can do a nozzle, which I can't here because this is a half a liter yogurt cup. I forgot the most important thing, which is putting the big blob of white in the middle, but I mean, can still do that. I have enough paint, definitely. Well, it looks like there is a little problem. I cleaned this, definitely, but it looks as if there's still silicone residue or something like that, so that worries me a bit, but I mean, there is no way back. Okay, so there is a little problem, another one. I don't see a lot of blue, so I think I overdid it with gold a bit, but of course it still needs to be stretched, but I'm a bit worried that then I lose that galaxy effect. And I have rather shaky hands, so that also gives me some dots, so that's not super good. And yeah, these cells come from air, what is popping up there now, but I don't think that it's necessarily going to be ugly, right? So just probably different. Okay, so you see all these little air bubbles popping here. I don't like that at all. So I'm not a happy camper. Also, I don't see anything of the blue, just the gold and a little bit of the red and purple. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of paint and I'm probably not gonna redo it, but perhaps gonna do something else with it. But it's not done, so let's see. Okay, so I removed the light of it, so I hope it's not too dark now. This is really, really thick. I don't know. Okay. But that has nothing to do with the problem. I'm just going to finish it now. So let's have a look. Now it would be more or less the time to decide what you pour over the side and what not, what you want to keep. Yeah, I'm really, there was so many, yeah, I can only think it was air bubbles because in the white, because of the enamel. But these steels, they don't belong there. So I'm just gonna randomly now spread it. I'm now considering to pour something at the bottom there because I have to stretch really, really a lot if I still want to move it over there. Yeah, it doesn't really fit there. So I'm gonna pour it off a little bit more. Okay, so now I at least have a little bit of movement in there. I just don't understand why that... Okay, I torched it. It really is the enamel that makes a problem, because everywhere where it's white, it makes all kinds of weird white dots. Also here, it's like it's not... Ooh, that's smart. It's like it's not covered. The only thing you can basically do then is that you keep it moving until you have something that you like. I want to stretch out the white to the other corner. Yeah, but there are just too many areas where I have these white spots. So I either need to decide that I swipe something, or that I leave it and wait when it's dry, what I can paint over it eventually, like little dots. I don't know, it's always a little bit tricky when it's such a waste of paint. So it's really not going in any direction that I like, but I at least have to try something to get all these holes away. Well, I have the idea that if I pour off some here, I get some new there, so that's really uncool. Well, perhaps I still work a little bit on it. Perhaps I just let it dry and pour over it. Of course, I'm a little bit disappointed simply because of all the paint that I wasted. I don't think that necessarily there was something wrong with the recipe, but either with the canvas or the enamel. And yeah, I hope you still enjoyed watching this, watching me struggle basically. What a bummer. And yeah, thanks for watching anyways, and I hope to see you back soon.